Morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. I have a little, I guess you can call it public service announcement this morning. Guys, it's being reported that all the ports around the United States are empty. They are dead on no activity, none. Um, it's every port. It's the port in California. It's the port in Seattle. It's the port in West Virginia. It's the port in the Great Lakes. It's all of them. There is literally no activity on either of those ports. However, the ports in China, they're booming. The ports in other countries, they are booming. Nothing has stopped. Nothing has halted. Only the ports in the United States have absolutely no activity. Yes. So it's time for you guys to go out, get you some things, stock up on some things, get your necessities, just kind of stock up a bit. It's going to get bare around. The covers are going to be bare. The shelves are going to be empty, probably within the next month. It's sad, but it's true. He has truly screwed this country. And as you can see, even the country suffering or threatening to have empty shelves in a matter of weeks is not enough for these people to get this man out of here. And another bit of announcement that I want to let you know: as soon as the shelves get empty and people want to go out and protest, Trump has something up his sleeves for you. He just signed an executive order to unleash more cruelty from the police department. He has an order said he's going to unleash the police onto the citizens to protect the innocent. He's going to, in other words, like they had reins, he's going to take off the reins and let them go wild. And on top of that, the top law firms that got together and contributed over $1 billion to this man, he's going to utilize them to defend the cops pro bono for any civil rights violation acts that they do. It's not enough he gave them complete immunity, but now he's setting it up to where he's going to have a whole collision of law firms, top law firms, to defend these cops that he unleashes onto the public. And I'm not through. That's not all his executive order is going to do. He's also going to get his DOJ, Defense Secretary, and Department of Secretary to come up. He's giving them 90 days to come up with the plan of how he can incorporate the military to assist the police department to go out and supposedly protect and serve the innocent and get the criminals. So what he's getting ready to do is, the minute people want to freak out about not having food, about not having necessities, about not being able to get anything that they need, and they want to go out into the streets, he's going to have the police and the military waiting on you. Yeah. He's setting you up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the place where we don't just react. This is where we dissect the truth, we challenge the narratives and bring uncomfortable facts into the spotlight. This is Awake in Africa. I'm your host Bemu, and on today's video, it's gonna hit hard on a lot of people, because we're going to talk about how the pain of the economic collapse, the rising prices, and the state of crackdown in the United States is now hitting hard on the very community that once thought they were immune to such pain. Guys, I'm talking about white folks here who supported Donald Trump, thinking he will protect their interests, only to realize they were voting for policies that are now turning on them. We're seeing prices skyrocketing, farmers losing their land, ports are becoming empty, gas prices are unpredictable. And guess what? People are now hitting the streets in protests, but not what you'd expect, of course. White Americans who once believed the system worked for them are now experiencing the same squeeze that Black Americans have endured for generations, for eons and eons and eons. That's a twist, right? So Black folks have seen this before. They are calm, they're resilient, they have been living in the storm, and this might be just another rainy day, you know. So we're going to react to some series of clips, and then I'll bring a commentary for the breakdown. Credits to all the creators of these videos. We're going to talk about the collapse of the economy, to Trump's executive orders that many believe were meant to weaponize the police and military against the very citizens. Now they're crying out for help, and I will dig into the uncomfortable truth. What happens when the system is built on exclusion? It starts eating its own people, of course. So stick around. I'll be back with my commentary.
Picked off in the streets by the police and the military working together. This is what you guys have brought into everyone's lives, including your own. And if you think it's just going to be the black people that's going to get hit, watch it. Watch what happens. Once the protesters are out there the way they're going to be, because people are going to be hot and pissed and very, very, very vocal. And they're going to be met with retaliation. Trump already knows what he's doing. He knows people are not going to like it. He knows people are going to react. And what he's doing, he's setting you up. He's setting it up. So when you do react, the police, he's unleashed the police department. These are the words he used in that executive order. He is going to unleash the police department. He's going to remove the handcuffs off them. These are the words in the executive order. Please look the executive order up. Please research this. Here's the wording in that executive order says violence, violence, and more violence. Y'all happy now? You happy? Got what you want? Huh? You guys feeling empowered now? Feeling great again? Y'all feel like y'all ruling again? White supremacy, is it back on the top now? Are you happy? Y'all back in the #1 position? Y'all feel in control? Y'all feel like y'all own people again? You know, that's the only problem you had anyway. You didn't feel like you own people anymore. So y'all feel like y'all own people again because Trump owns y'all ass. He owns you now. You can't even speak out if you wanted to change your mind. And you know his press secretary came out, or the press secretary or the DOJ came out and said, if you say fuck Trump, that's 15 years in El Salvador. Look what y'all done. Look what you have done. I want you to be proud of your work. I want you to be proud of what you have brought down on this country. Be proud. Because when you stand before your maker, I want you to be able to spout what you did with pride. I want you to be boastful about it like y'all are at these damn rallies. When you stand before your maker, you let them know why you did it. Tell them because you were sick of black people. That you hated black people and you thought they should be put in their places. That you thought people were taking over your country as if you own something. You get ready. Because what you meant to rain down on everybody else, baby, you're going to be under that same rain. You're going to be under that same rain. We all going down the tubes, baby. Yep. Y'all just flushed the toilet on the United States. The value of the American dollar dropping. Badly. We don't have any scheduled ports coming, any scheduled ships coming to this country. I think they said the last one coming is like May 11th. That's the last one. That's the last one. And I believe truckers should be feeling the pinch right about now, because no ports, no loads. No ships, no loads. No loads, no routes. Truck don't move, truckers don't make money. I know that for a fact. My ex is a truck driver. No loads, no money. Truck doesn't move, no money. How can you move your truck when the ports are empty? There was a trucker on yesterday. He was in Seattle. He was in Seattle. He dropped a load. He'd been there 8 hours waiting on another one. That was in Seattle. There's a port in Seattle. That man should have been gone. He should have dropped his load and hitched up another one and headed right back out. That man said he's been there for 8 hours. So, be pleased with yourselves. Be pleased with yourself. Pat yourselves on the back. Sleep well at night. Sleep well at night, knowing that you rain hell down on all of us. And the only justice that's going to come is the hell you're going to get when you meet your maker to answer for what you've done. Guys. Did y'all check that interview out with Donald Trump and ABC? The reporter Terry, I can't think of Terry's last name right now, but did y'all see that interview or clips from it? In the interview, Donald Trump is trying to, justify importing Mr. Garcia to El Salvador, because they've been saying he's a MS-13 gang member. Well, they took the, he has tattoos on his knuckles, and I think it's like a marijuana leaf, a cross, something else in a skull. Well, people took that picture, and they photoshopped over the marijuana leaf. They put an M over I think it was a cross, they put an S. Anyway, and with the other finger, they put the MS-13. That was photoshopped on his hand to try to say what those things on each finger meant, and it stood for MS-13. It was a Photoshop picture, guys. People trying to back up their MS-13 claim. Well, y'all president took that Photoshop picture literally. He planted his flag on that man had MS-13 on his knuckles, and that proved that he was an MS-13 gang leader. This man's brain is so mush, or the people in his administration is feeding him these lies, and his poor, demented, narcissistic brain registers that as truth. So he chooses to take this point to, well, you know what they say, is that the flag? Is that the hill you want to down? Yeah. That's the hill he want to die on. And Terry kept telling him, Mr. President, that was Photoshop. It's trying to interpret what the things that are actually on his finger. They're trying to say what's actually on his fingers means MS-13. Trump said, no, MS-13 is actually on his finger. That's y'all president. That's y'all president. That's y'all president. Every Trump voter, this is your president. Do y'all know how big of a fools y'all look right now? Trump making y'all look like complete idiots for having enough faith to vote for this. You can't make this shit up. That man looked at a Photoshop, and because it said what he wanted it to say, that man took it as literal facts. Yeah, this who hands y'all put the country in. Y'all did this. Ain't no sidestepping. Ain't no backtracking. You're gonna live by this. Y'all did this, baby. This y'all working hand. This y'all choice making skills in play. You proud? I bet y'all wish Joe was back. I bet y'all praying y'all had Sleepy Joe. Y'all made my night. Oh, I ain't gonna make it these 4 years. I promise they need to go ahead and impeach this man and get it over with right now. Guys, y'all see it? Baby, it's over. United States can pack it up. Trump voters, y'all just destroyed the United States. I got one little question before I get out of here. Has Donald Trump made it great again yet?
So white people now, they want to march because the shelves are empty, because the economy is crumbling, and now they're also demanding justice. So where was that energy when black folks were screaming about the same thing? The energy of asking for justice, the energy of going out into the streets and protest. Where was it? So here's the thing. What you're seeing is the consequence, not karma. But consequence comes when you make a choice. That's why they say every choice has a consequence. Or in other words, they say if you keep on fucking around, you're going to find out. Well, voting for someone because of skin color, thinking that just because he looks like you, he's going to protect your interest, man, that's crazy. It's just out of this world. I can't even fathom about it. And that executive order, the one folks claim was Trump's backup plan for protests, right? Let's just be honest with ourselves. That wasn't about law and order. It was about preemptive suppression. Preemptive suppression. You guys are going to get suppressed, man. White folks, feeling sorry for you though. The military pro bono lawyers for cops related police brutality, that's not governance. That's a trap. That's a trap, guys. So you voted thinking that you are building a wall to keep others out. But here's the kicker. You guys voted for Trump and now you're suffering. Black communities still standing, still calm. My people, always resilient, because survival is in our DNA. We are built for resilience. It's part of us, man. It's part of us. So here what's hits the hardest. It's not about race. It's not about black people. It's not about class. It's about class. The 99% versus the 1%. Now white people are starting to realize that this 1%, the oligarchs, the billionaires, they don't give a damn about anything, right? And while some white Americans are just now waking up to this harsh reality, black Americans have always lived by it. They knew it every day. What we're seeing now is the cost of ignoring history. Racism is expensive, guys. Not just morally, but economically, right? And when you build your politics around exclusion, then just know that you might end up getting excluded when these elites decide that it's time to cash out. You're going to get excluded too. you're going to get excluded too. I'm telling you, my guy. So the real question isn't who is hurting more. The question is, will we finally listen to the people who have been surviving this thing for centuries, for years, for generations? My question is, will we listen to the people who have been surviving this thing for generations, for years and years, for, guys, centuries? So we finally realized that unity means more than just asking for black folks to fight for battles they didn't start. Because if you guys made your choices at the ballot and then coming out asking help from black folks, talking to them, asking them to support you because right now you're suffering, it's crazy, it's diabolical, it's uncalled for. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And are you seeing this shift too? Are you seeing it? Is America ready to reckon with the consequences that it's going through right now, consequences of its own choices, or is it just repeating the same cycle with a different face? My people, if you find this eye-opening, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. This is Weekend Africa. I've been your host, Bemu. Peace out.